Welcome to my first Work With Me video. This is a series that will follow me as I work on my projects and experiments with my Arranger keyboards. I hope you find them useful. As you know, I have been working with effects on my Korg PS700. When I'm not using my Arranger keyboards, I'm usually doing research on YouTube or forums. Currently, I have been doing a lot of research on reverb, using something called dual reverb. Can this be done on the Korg PS700? Let's find out. So the first step, I set up the master effects by pressing the menu button and selecting master effects. Selecting the effects B, which is the effects for the sounds you play on the lower and upper parts of the keyboard. For master effect 1, I selected reverb and master effect to reverb. Hold on, as you will see both the wet-dry levels have been set to wet. I will explain more about why I do this later. First, we are going to create what is called an ambient reverb. An ambient reverb is a reverb this is meant to be felt rather than heard. For this, we need a reverb with a very small decay of 0.5 seconds or less and a pre-delay of 100 milliseconds. You will see here for master effects 2. I have set the reverb time to 0.5 and the pre-delay to 100 milliseconds. Next step is to set up the send levels. The send level is used to adjust how much of the set signal is sent to a particular track. For testing purposes, to have set the effect send level for upper 1 to 127, which at the maximum wet signal. Here is the upper 1 concert grand piano dry with no effect. Now with the ambient reverb applied to the concert grand piano. Did you hear the difference between the two audio clips of the concert grand with and without the ambient reverb effect? It sounds like the sound is being bounced off a wall, but the sound dies out very quickly. From my research, the technical term for this is early reflections. Try experimenting with the effect send level. I hope you have enjoyed part 1 of Work With Me. In part 2, I will go into more depth with the second reverb effect and see what happens when we combine both reverb effects. If you found part 1 helpful, please could I ask you to like, follow, subscribe and comment.